Hi, welcome to Messy Missy Creates. This is Melissa. I have had a detour with my coffee this morning. I was trying to figure out ways, and yes, I'm making that glorious noise on purpose. I was rethinking my journal page choices last night in my sleep, well, not in my sleep, but over the night, during the night. Ooh, I put a hole in that one. Wow, that's cool. Anyway, and so I think it started off as me doing like regular paper, and a way of doing that to where it makes my eye happy. And I know that the regular paper is going to be just a hair shorter. I did some book pages too. Just regular book pages, not book pages out of that book. But I did just some regular book pages. Just, I might just want them as collage, collage fodder or whatever. But anyway, I've still got a batch in the oven, so I've been doing that this morning. These are the thicker Paken papers that are 12 by 9, yes, and that's one of the reasons why I like them. I don't know if I mentioned that before. They're 12 by 9, and when you fold them in half, it gives you a 6 by 9 paper, which is like my favorite size journal. 6 by 9 to 7 by 10, somewhere in there is my sweet spot. Anyway, I love whatever. I don't do this enough. It's not hard. It's just time consuming and it's messy, but when you get done, you have great journal papers. So I know that that's not going to help the bulk necessarily, but they are thinner pages, so when in the fold, they won't be as bulky, if that makes sense. And they're also shorter, so when I come in here and I put, so instead of using maybe the white, here's the difference. This is the before and this is the after. Can you see the difference? I don't know if my lighting is good today or not, but anyway, here's the difference. And this with collage, to me, this looks more like collage background and collage papers to me. So I can still use, I can still use it, and it's not going to help with the bulk. But I might use it as one of the cover pages instead of that scrapbook paper. Although, here is that scrapbook paper. And, I wasn't that fond of this paper. I think it just had too white of a background for this. So that helped a lot. So, anyway, I thought if I put some of these regular 8.5 by 11 sheets in the middle, that will help, because see, it's smaller. That will help the bulk in the middle of the paper, in the middle of the signatures. And I'm not really putting together a signature per se. I'm just playing. And I just wanted to see if I liked it better. I still like the black. I still like the gold. But I'm going to try to use those maybe more to the outside. I don't know. And I think I figured out about how many pages I need. I think if I divide 4 into 52, I think that gives me 13. And which gives you roughly about 3 to 4 pages per signature if you're doing 3 signatures. I don't want to do 3 to 4 pages. I'm either going to just round it up and go 5 or 6 for each signature, and then I don't have to worry about bulk. Or I'm going to cut it down to 2 signatures and do about, yeah, well, see, that was the problem. Let's see. If I did about 2 signatures, I might could get away with 8 pages, but I think that was still going to be too bulky. So I'll probably do 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is 5 papers in a signature. I've got 2 coffee dyed, 1 book page, and 2 of the thicker paper. I think I need to add 1 more book page in here. see. Oh, this is the book page. If I add that right there, if I added another one here, that's to the outside. Let's see what sticks out the most. And you know, I haven't like packed them in here, and when you sew them in, they're gonna get a little tighter. But for now, that's not, I can live with that, I think. Let's see where it puts it when it's actually in the book. It puts it sticking over the edges a little bit. There's two ways of, well, there's probably more than two, but two that I would consider. One is adding a piece of like some sort of ruffly material that sticks out from underneath here. I have this on hand. You know, some kind of material. Okay, never mind. Scratch that thought. That's not a good material to demonstrate that with. But anyway, I can just trim down these pages. And that's not that big of a deal. It's not going to cut off anything. It might cut off part of a picture, but it's not that big of a deal. So this is what I'm doing. I'm playing a little bit off camera with some of this, and then I'll bring you back in just a little bit, and we'll get this journal finished. Well, I'm back to put some signatures together. See if we can get this book together. I have gone back and forth on how many signatures, how many pages in each. I know that I don't care if it's over what I need. I don't want it to end up being under, and I would like to have the option, if I choose to, on any particular day, I'd like to have the option to do a double page spread. Excuse me. So I'm going to see, this is what 2 signatures, there's 8 pages. I think when I went back and added the regular thin paper in place of probably some of the thicker papers, it really made a difference. And I, found my bone folder. And so this is what 2 signatures of 8 looks like. So I definitely, have the room for the 2. Apparently, if I'd have left the spine alone at its original width, I could have gotten away with 2, but I did not know that at the time. I was thinking I needed 3 signatures, so, but, what's done is done. So I'm going to make the 3rd signature. I may decrease them each by 1 page. Also, I haven't decided on, well, let's do that now, because that's going to decide whether, how many pages other than that we have. Go ahead and use a ruler, I guess. So these are, we're going to go with 9-ish. And, well, I'm sure there's a cheat here somewhere. 9 and, yep, that's about 9. That's how official we're making it. This was so cool. I don't know if you saw this or not, or can see it rather. Some of when I was coffee dyeing paper this morning, can you see that Nordic wear? Some of my coffee dyed paper. Oh man, I hate to have that in the, okay. I don't want the fold on that side. When I was coffee dyeing the paper this morning, I had a baking sheet in the bottom, not in the very bottom, but on the bottom rack. Mainly because it was in the oven already. And then I left it in there to catch any of the drips so that it didn't go in the bottom of my oven. And, ooh, that looks awful. I did not do a very good job on that. Anyway, so I needed one more space, one more rack to put one of my sheets. And so I put it in the baking sheet, and I thought, well, it's not going to dry in there, but, you know, I'll flip-flop tray places or whatever. I'll move it up a rack when the other one's dry. Anyway, the ones that I ended up putting on there, it came out with this really cool texture because the bottom of the pan is textured. And then it ended up with the imprint of the Nordic Ware that's in my pan. I thought that was a happy accident. Okay, so this is 8. So this ends up being 9 pages. One of the things that I did is I moved, this surprises me, okay? The pages that were in the book were actually the biggest part of this problem right here. And so when I moved them to the outer, I guess they're longer than the book. Don't ask me, I have no idea. It must have taken up space in the, where it was bound, maybe. And I don't know. Anyway, you just never know what you're going to come across. I liked that one after I dyed it. Well, I liked it better. So I went ahead and dyed the other 2. And, oh, let's see. This one, that side didn't change a whole lot, but, anyhow, you know what? What am I doing? Throwing my bone folder. I have a grid right here. What a ding-dong. This is why I have this mat right here. You know? Duh. Okay. I didn't, I went ahead and put the other 2 signatures together. You don't need to watch me. Well, you kind of watched me do it earlier on the video. I fast forwarded it. Oh, I did not. I never went back and added tape to those. I do need to do that, and I still don't have the tape here. These are going to end up looking kind of odd because as the outer cover, because they're going to end up being shorter than the book pages. I've decided that I don't care or I can't care. Because if I'm going to use these, it's going to be on the outer part so that I can have a little pocket. Oh, I haven't made the 3rd signature yet. Duh. I have every other kind of tape in here except for masking tape, and that's what I want. I don't want to use my washi tape. I mean, there's no point. I've got, you know, bright color washi tapes. I just want it to be masking tape. Let me pause and I'll go get it. Okay, couldn't find my wide one. I did find one of my other Tim Holtz fabric tape. Might use some of that. Got masking tape, and then I forgot about this because I can't find my wide masking tape, but this is a little bit wider. I can't remember what this is called. There's a name for it, but it's basically paper tape. So I'm going to go ahead and tape these because then we're going to have to refold. Well, poo. That didn't quite work. You can actually, I think you can, can't remember, stamp on this kind of tape or something like that. I don't know. Anyway, but it's basically like, you buy it like in the first aid aisle, and I cannot remember what it's actually called. Okay. Oh, shoot. Well, this is going to be frustrating. Perhaps we won't use that. I was actually afraid that my masking tapes would do that. You know, I could do this. because I know they're about 9 inches. So even if I make them 10 inches, and that way, if it tears in the middle, I'm not already committed. Nope, not even close to straight. Anyway, I'm not going to make you sit here and watch me do all of this, but I don't think I need to do the back. I think one side is sufficient. I can always go in and add, you know, tape to the inside. I just want to, well, anyway, let me do one more. Right now I have 3, let's see, I'm trying to think of how many, 10 inches. Let me tape this one and then we'll look and see what I have. I think I have 3 book pages in each signature. I probably need to take out 1 page of something since I added the cover. And so let me see. That's always hard to score with tape. Okay. Let's see what we have. This one actually sits flatter. So I have this cover. I have, see, 1 book page. I have 1 of the gold and 1 of the black of the True Red paper. Let's see, how many book pages? 1, 2. This is the True Red paper that's dyed. That was the white. So I think I had 1 of the white, 1 of the black, 1 of the gold. And it looks like I have 3 book pages. And then I have 2 other regular tea stain or coffee stain pages. So that should make for 9, because I think, no. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 pages with the cover. Okay, I was thinking I was at 7 and then 8 with the cover, but so I think I need to shed 1 of them, but I'm gonna got tea stain, let's see, and I could take that out, but dang, I like it. I guess I don't have to have 3 book pages in there, but why not? Okay, I have those in a little bit different order. Not that it matters. So, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. We'll see what they end up looking like. Uh-oh. And get them all folded pretty well. Some people, I think, iron their... I say some people. I have seen someone, at least one person, do that. They iron the paper after they copy dye it. And I don't know that I really want to go through all that. Not sure I could tell you where my iron was. Okay. And then when you get them all in the, let's see. This is where one of these comes in. You know, you get them in here real good. And make sure they're all together like that. They're not too horribly bulky. Now, I know that because this is going to be strictly a collage journal, I know that it's going to be full. I mean, we're going to be adding lots to it. Well, we aren't. I am, but I'm going to drag you along with me. So, I could stop here. And that would be 64 single sheets, I think. I didn't add in, I didn't factor in the covers. But I'm thinking, why not go ahead and add that other signature? Because that's going to look funny with just two. Well, it's not going to be on the outside. I think there's going to be too much of the spine in here showing. Oh, heck, I'm going to put the third signature together, and then we're going to see. If not, I'll use it in another book. So I got that one taped, that one taped. Let's tape one more. I'll go back and tape the others later. So are any of you doing the Collage Weekly Planner, or I guess it's still called Collage Weekly Planner, even if you're not, or CWP is the hashtag, even if you're not doing the actual planner. I bought her prompts off Etsy. Oh, well, she has a website too, Marguerite Miller. I think it's Marguerite. She has you can buy and print out the assignments on Etsy. I think they're only like $5 or something like that. She has a website too, but you can find them on either. And so I knew I wanted them in a junk journal style, so okay, I already folded that one. Oh, here's another one, that the Nordic Wear. I think I'm gonna hold one of those out. Not that I can't make another one, but let's see. Here's this one. I know that real-time videos are longer. I know the value of a shorter video when I'm trying to learn something. There are some times when, excuse me, sorry. I know that there's sometimes when, you know, I just want a short video. But there are also times when you fast forward a video like that and just do a voiceover or music or whatever, there's steps that are always lost. If there's something that you truly don't know how to do, you know, you've never done it before or whatever, there's things that you run into that get edited out of some of those videos. So I sometimes like to watch a full-length, regular speed video, and, you know, keeping in mind that you have the option. Which way do I go? This way. You know, you have the option too to fast forward when you're watching a video. You can watch it on, you know, slow motion or fast forward or whatever. Just mute it, because you're gonna sound like, or well, you won't, I will. The person talking will sound like the Chipmunks. But, you know, sometimes you can, you know, get in the middle of something and, you know, there's just things that come up that you don't anticipate, you know, and I don't know. I learn a lot from watching the chatty full-length videos. So if you're hanging with me through some of these longer videos, I appreciate it. If you don't, I understand. Let's see. I lost my stack of coffee stained paper. Well, oh, here it is. And you know, since I quote unquote organized, I am so far from organized, it's not funny. That's why I have to put that in little quotes. I thought that turned out kind of cute. Let's see, one of those, and I think that's it, right? Actually, I already have one. Oh yeah, that one, 3 book pages. I think that's it. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Yeah, I can't find my old sewing kit that I used to bind my journals with. I had it, and I also can't find the brand new microphone I just got to connect to my phone for videos. I remember putting it in a drawer. I, took it out, I tested it. It works. I charged it. And I can remember a few days ago, I remember putting it in something, and I remember even thinking, am I going to remember I put it here? And I said, oh, sure I will. Yeah, I have no clue. I have looked in everything that even resembles a drawer in my house, and I cannot find it. It's a box like this. So I have no clue. And I did the same thing with my sewing kit. And I know it has to go down into something and sit upright because the box is so old. If you put it on its side, it would spill out. So I know that it has to be in a big enough container or drawer to... I have no idea. No clue. So I have this little cheesy pokey tool. I have my big alligator chomp thing. I don't know that I really want to use this on this, or use that on this, because I don't know if I want my holes to be that as big as those are. So I'm not sure, and I'll figure it out when I get there. But let's see. So I'm trying to put most of these towards the outer part. Even though, again, I can trim them down. Let's see. Let's use this one, the inside. And here. Do that this way. And then, let's do this. And a book page. And that, and a book page, and this, and a book page. Alrighty. And that. I think that was the order in which I did. Not that crazy about this, but I can always cover it. I hate to do that because it was cute paper, but I don't know. It's not horrible. And I don't have to have them, but I did think that that might come in handy, having that. Okay, so let's see what we think. But I did try to wipe it too, and it's not, it's not, nope. It said nope. Those stains have been on there for too long. Okay, I think that looks better, feels better. Now, I'm probably going to be singing a different tune, seeing how at its resting position, well, you can't see that, but it's exactly the way that you'd want it. It's not alligatored and it's not flat like that. So that tells me I have too many papers in here. So what do I take out? Do I keep the signatures the way they are and do two signatures? Let's see. Oh, we are going to get to plunder though. I thought you might like that. And I am going to put this in here so that's not going to show. It might show. Let's see. Something, I'm not liking something about that, I think. Although, heck, if I only had to sew in 2 signatures, I'd be happy. Okay, while we're deciding that, I thought I would show you this. Now, it is probably bigger than it looks on the screen. I have a couple of these. This is the biggest one that I have. I'm trying to think of where the other one is. I keep I keep seeds for my garden in one. And this one is an old sewing. I think I must have had one of these when I was younger. I don't know. Anyway, but this is some of my fabric bits. And I was thinking, you know, I really need to dye some this canvas. And then I'm like, well, let me look in this box. And lo and behold, I already did. This was this. And I'm not sure that I like it. I just wanted to try it. This is a very odd shade of blue. Well, odd meaning it doesn't match anything else I have. It's not really that odd. So I was looking at some of this. That's too little. It's too little. What do you see anything in here that catches your eye? Some of this is old, some of it's not. That's not. I did one journal with this and I really loved it. It was a old, again, I tell you, I like the old school books. This is, oh man, when I picked this one up at the thrift store, and the colors, those retro colors, the feel of it, I don't know. But this one I just sewed it in like that, but I used this fabric and then all this rickrack, and anyway, that's one I hold birthday cards in. That was one that I actually made on my birthday a few years ago. So I guess it seemed fitting to hold birthday cards. Ooh, I'm making a mess. I'm not sure what I'm looking for, other than just if something jumps out at me. Well, see, I'm apparently very drawn to these colors, but I just don't know if that's going to work with that book. Let's see. I think I need, oh man, I am dropping this stuff everywhere. Might have to have a true, no. I don't want anything that bright. Nope. I don't want anything new. Here's some, okay. I think I have answered my own. That's not wide enough. I think because everything in here is mostly neutrals, my brain is wanting something semi-neutral. I was trying to see if there was something I could do to hide that, but not change, you know, hide those wear lines, but not change it from looking like a book. But, I mean, I could just cover that up and add a piece of rickrack down the side if that really bothers me later. But, I mean, I could just cover the whole thing in tape or fabric or whatever. But I didn't see anything in here that screamed, put me on there. So I think I'm going to stick with my two choices that I had. Well, I found that. We'll see if that's going to work. But I thought you might like to plunder in that box with me. So here is my, and I had already done that for 3 signatures. Not that I can't redo it, but hold on, I'm picking up fabric bits that I dropped everywhere. So now I just have to decide. This is wider because I did want it a little bit wider. I don't know where the rest of this is. And I don't feel like I have to stay totally neutral inside the cover because it does have this blue right here. That blue is not offensive as far as it matches okay. The only other option I have without doing some serious plundering in another room and in another closet is I have this heavier canvas. But that's just going to add, I mean, because it's really thick. So, I think I like this. You can tell me what you think, but I'm thinking I like that. And let's see. It's still going to sit like that. And I debated on, I have some of this Tyvek tape. I debated on whether I needed to put some of that on. It's barely wide enough before I put this on, but I think it's pretty strong. So this is what it would look like. Well, we'll put all 3 of them in there. So it would look like this. And I may need to use something other than a white. Think I would really like to do it like this, if I can do that and still see my lines here. But I don't know if I can. Let me figure out what I'm going to do with this. I'm going to go punch all my holes and do some of that stuff. Or I may come back and do it. I need to go find, I still have to find my sewing kit. So I will be right back.